Today I want to talk about how to become the coach that athletes love. I've been coaching, I've been an athlete myself. I'm 21 years old, left college 2 years ago. I've now trained over 200 to 300 athletes in the span of about a year and a half. I've learned a lot. Recently, coming from college, I've kind of noticed that being in different strength rooms and coaching rooms and playing at some of the top, I played at one of the top high schools in the nation, as well as playing at the Division I level, being a freshman football coach to a high school strength coach to one-on-one individual coaching with Division I athletes. I've learned a lot in how to kind of communicate with them in terms of them buying in and listening to the ways in which we can train more efficiently, as well as sort of be there for them and also help them know that they can trust me and they believe in me. So 3 pillars to kind of break down for you. Be the product that the athlete desires. So long time growing up, majority of the coaches that I had that I felt as though I resonated the most with were the coaches that could still have that like really awesome athletic ability that I wish I had, even when they were like 40, 50 years old. Like my quarterback coach could freaking sling the ball, and I loved watching that because it was like, he knows what he's talking about. The guy can do the thing. It's hard to listen to a guy who's fat. It's very hard to listen to a guy who doesn't have any sort of discipline, doesn't have any sort of practice what you preach kind of mentality. And so with all of the athletes that I train, I make sure that they see my ability, right? They see, what I can do, dunk, jump like crazy, squat a lot of weight, right? Those examples of things, handstand push-ups, etc. Those things, they're really important in giving your athlete belief in you as a coach, because you are showing what you're talking about, what the goals that they have, you're showing them that you already have them. And so what you're just doing is instilling knowledge in them and more belief to be able to show that, yeah, I can do those things. I want you to too. This is how I did it. Hopefully you can learn the same way. And so that's a core principle, whether you're in freaking sales or you're a strength coach, doesn't really matter. If you can be the product of the person that your athletes look up to and maybe improving their athleticism or getting out of pain or addressing, improving speed and vertical or whatever it is, got to show it yourself, right? I will continue to improve myself as an athlete as I continue to train, some of the top NFL, MLB, NBA players. And my goal is to be more athletic than they are in every aspect. So, number 2, show, don't tell. Show, do not tell. So when you demonstrate movements or when you demonstrate areas in which they need to improve, whether you're in person in the session with them or as you guys have seen my content and my reels and what I post about, I'm showing you the movements as I'm explaining it. Okay? I don't just explain, oh, well, you got to hit the split squat to do this, and then you shouldn't box squat, or maybe you should box squat, or whatever. And I'm just like, yabba, yabba, yabba. It doesn't resonate as well. But when I'm hitting a full range split squat with 135 pounds on my back, and I'm talking to somebody, or I'm trying to break it down to them and show them what it actually looks like, what it should look like, it hits much more in their brain, because they're like, holy shit, he's doing it right in front of me, and he can just be able to talk to me. And so if you can kind of resonate with the athlete like that, especially with in-person coaching, whether you're having a big group of guys, like with my high school team that I coach, it's much more easier for them to understand when I'm sort of breaking down a movement like a City Good Morning or whatever, and they are all eyes on me, and they're also watching me do it as I give them the cues. So this is more for demonstration, show, don't tell, but as well as, if they're coming to you saying, Coach, I want to improve my speed, well, show them your speed. It goes hand in hand with the product of the product, but this is a bit different, right? You want to not just talk about, this is what you're supposed to do and be their PT or their doctor to diagnose them, basically, oh, this is what you're supposed to do. No, it's show them this is how I did it. This is how you can too. So that's another one in terms of just buy-in for athletes overall. Whether you're the 10-year-old athlete or even the professional, they still want to see, what can the coach do? Why should I listen to this guy? Okay. And the last one is get on their energy to drive them. So energy, frequency, whatever you want to call it. get on their sort of vibration. So let's say, for example, one of my clients, Luke, right? Let's say he comes into the gym and he's a bit daisy, a little off, not having that much of you know, up in energy. Let's say he's just down in the dumps a little bit. To kind of be able to resonate with that and then bring him up to your level is a really key thing with coaching. For example, if my high school team is messing around, or maybe it's more of a joke around day when I didn't feel as though we can joke around because we kind of have to hit some things and be diligent. I kind of joke at their level and then bring them up to my level. And so you can't just be like yell in their face all day long, because that's what their parents do. And so, or that's what majority of parents do. And so what you want to do is sort of feel where they're at and then be able to kind of be like, no, we got to get to here, and help them realize that getting to your level of focus or being locked in or whatever you want to call it is what's going to propel them much more faster than the mood that they're in right now. So, getting on the athlete's sort of energy level. For example, if they maybe like they're dealing with some family issues or whatever, like I'm dealing with teenagers going through whatever they got going on with their family. Cool. Never let that affect them when they're coming in to train with you. It should always be up in their energy, bringing more to their life rather than kind of you reprimanding them. So, and I'm not saying that you want to sort of baby or coddle. It's more, okay, great, you had these issues going on at home. We're going to lock in. We're going to have some fun. We're going to train. We're going to improve previously from whatever situation you previously came to, and try to get that message across in a way in which they can understand it, but you're not kind of being very demanding. You can be demanding at times if you know that your athlete can handle it, but see where their energy level's at. Don't just be oblivious to kind of who you're talking to, right? Look at the room and see if guys are focused, see if guys are dialed, see if guys are messing around, see if guys are down in the dumps, whatever. They're sad, they're happy, etc. And talk to them at their level, and then bring them up to the level that you want to be at. So those are 3 principles. I wanted to make this video just because Luke thought it was a good idea. So, but yeah, I think coaches have seen my stuff and they're curious as to how do athletes get bought into training with you more, because it's not just about the training program. It's not just about what the results that you get are. It's what does the everyday in the gym look like with you? Are you dull? Are you just boring? Do you talk about different topics? Is it more free? Like, are we dialed in? Is the energy up? Like, what is it about you as a coach that athletes should listen to? And I like to think about that all the time when I'm kind of coming in the gym and we're having training sessions. And these are a good 3 that I like to think about more and more and more every single day. Be the product of the product that they desire, right? Show, don't tell, and then get on their wavelength to drive them up rather than coming from a place that they're not familiar with. I hope that makes sense for athletes or coaches that maybe watch this video. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see more of kind of this topics of becoming the coach athletes love. Yeah, and any questions and different topics you guys want me to discuss as well. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay locked in.